City Life Skills Trainees. I am Johnson P. Barcelona and we shall be discussing work ethics or standards. This is part of the 15 competencies defined in the Republic Act number 10869 for the Jumpstart Philippines program. Let's start! Work ethics is the most important component of being successful by Cliff Kingsbury. Alright, trainees, as what Cliff Kingsbury asserted, work ethics or standards is one of the ways that can lead us to be successful. So, if you want to develop and know more about work ethics or standards competency, stick with me and let me lead you to developing work ethics skills in the real world. Defining work ethics and its factor. First, let us define what is work ethics or standards. Work ethics or standards is the principle that hard work is intrinsically virtuous or worthy of reward. Before we go further, let's take a moment to watch the video of work ethics. The video was funny yet, and it teaches us two essential things in work ethics or standards. Second, what composes a work ethic or standards? Number 1, good work ethics. Good work ethics is a strong work ethic is an important part of being successful in your career. Work ethics is a set of values based on the ideas of discipline and hard work. Forming good habits such as focusing, staying motivated, finishing tasks immediately, and more helps to create a good work ethic that will impress employers. Number 2, exploring the world of work. Exploring the world of work can seem like a huge task, but it's really like any other project. Break it down into steps. This section has the best tools to get you started on your exploration. Start your exploration of the world of work by reading and completing some of assessments and discovering your interests and skills. Make a list of jobs you feel best suits for you. From your list, pick a few jobs that sound most interesting as a starting point. Before we go further, let's take a moment to watch the video of the 2020 workplace.
Wondering how your workplace will look 5 years from now? Kelly's Hiring Manager Report tells you all you need to know to prepare for the 2020 workplace as an employer. The opinions of over 2,000 managers with hiring responsibilities across EMEA and APAC regions have been collected to give you a more accurate view of the future. We uncover how the 2020 workplace will really look. 52% expect to see a rise in multiple generations and nationalities. 55% expect to see more workplace flexibility. And 46% predict a rise in virtual or mobile teams. We reveal the motives of Generation Y and discover how businesses are responding. 72% identify a clear career path as one of the key drivers, and 58% consider educational programs to be essential. We also explore the role of technology and social media and the growing importance of social responsibility and effective employer branding. In addition, we consider the impact of an increasingly aging workforce with 77% commending the baby boomers' experience and personal stability, and 68% acknowledging their loyalty. To learn more about harnessing the power of this 2020 workforce, download the full report today so your business can prepare for success.
Now that we already know the composition of work ethics or standards, at least in this module, let's now dig into a deeper definition of work ethics. By saying so, work ethics must possess the following habits. First, stealing a company's or another person's property or belongings is wrong. Return any lost and found items to whom it belongs to or surrender it to the company department in charge of the said items. Second, do not go on absence without leave or a wall at any time in your job. Going a wall is harmful to an employee's reputation and career advancement as it leaves a bad record of an employee's behavior in a company. Future employers will be able to check your employee records from another companies and find out if you went a wall or not. Third, read and review the agreements in the employer-employee contract before signing it. If you agree with all of them, sign the contract. Make sure you honor the agreements in your contract. People respect the other people who honor contracts. Fourth, if you cannot make it into an appointment, example given, interview with an employer, notify them as early as you can. Also ask if you can reschedule your appointment. Fifth, follow your company's rules regarding romantic relationships at work. Keep in mind that your work should be the priority during working hours. So, for the next factor we shall be discussing is exploring the world of work. You will now explore the world of business and the different types of companies and professions. There are two main sectors in the world of business, and they are the public and the private sectors. Under the public sector are the government agencies. The primary role of the government is to create a policy framework, print money, provide basic economic infrastructure, provide or ensure basic human needs, ensure public security, and maintain law and order of the country. The private sector handles the country business and it is made of three sectors. It is agriculture, industry, and services. Before we go further, let's take a moment to watch the video of economic sector, agriculture, industry, and service. explore the world of work, we have two options. First is the wage employment and the other one is the self-employment. Before we go further, let's Let's take a moment to watch the video of wage and self-employment.
One of the questions I'm frequently asked is whether it's better to be employed or self-employed. Well, it's true that becoming self-employed is a great way to pursue your dreams, but being self-employed also means saying goodbye to the many benefits a company will offer its employees. To help you decide as to the best route to take, I will highlight some of the positives and negatives which you may want to consider before making any final decision. The pros. 1. There's no greater feeling than being your own boss. And if you decide you want to work from home, you can spend more time with your family too. The ideal work-life balance. 2. You don't have to worry about the pressures and stresses of the daily commute. 3. You may decide to divide your week working for a number of different companies, working across a variety of interesting projects, ones that you want to do. 4. You can take advantage of a number of significant tax breaks, such as claiming your expenses against your income to reduce your tax bill. The cons. 1. Whilst all of the above sound great, being self-employed does have its drawbacks. The most obvious one is job security. You will need to seek out job opportunities to maintain a regular income, which isn't always easy and can put you under a lot of pressure. 2. You're unable to enjoy the perks being offered by a company such as holiday and sick pay, the chance of being promoted or being part of the bonus scheme. 3. Some people choose to work as self-employed for a company, but you may be asked to cover the cost of renting an office or desk space. 4. You may have to consider working long hours or even weekends until you have established your business.
Politicians in Congress and several states are talking about raising the minimum wage. Unfortunately for employees, most people don't realize the unintended consequences when the government starts setting pay rates. Minimum wage or entry-level jobs are generally for high school, college, and those people seeking part-time work. They are the first rung on the employment ladder. These jobs often teach what you don't learn in school. Important skills like providing good customer experience, being prompt on delivering results, how to manage money responsibly, and how to work well on a team. What happens to those jobs when the government gets involved in setting pay rates? Now, here's one example. A typical minimum wage or entry-level job is in the restaurant industry where the profit margins are very low. In fact, restaurants only make $5 in profit for every $100 in sales. One proposal in Congress would increase the minimum wage for tipped employees by over 200%. If the cost for employees goes up because the government increases the minimum wage for entry-level jobs, what do you think will happen to employees? The math simply doesn't add up. If the minimum wage is increased by that much, a restaurant owner will either have to increase prices or hire less people to be able to pay fewer of them more. So, if you worked in that restaurant, what would you recommend as an answer? You can't raise prices much. That drives away customers. So most businesses in the service industry find a way to operate with fewer workers or reduce hours for current employees. Some may turn to self-service to eliminate the need for as many employees. The Congressional Budget Office recently determined that current proposals to raise the minimum wage could cost as many as 500,000 lost jobs.
And for additional information, we will be tackling about sexual harassment in the workplace. Sexual harassment in the workplace is an unwelcome sexual advances or conduct of sexual nature which unreasonably interferes with the performance of a person's job or create an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. To best illustrate, let's take a moment to watch the video of subtle signs you are being sexually harassed.
The law defines sexual harassment as unwelcome verbal, visual, or physical conduct of a sexual nature that is severe or pervasive and affects working conditions or creates a hostile work environment. Conduct of a sexual nature is broken into three parts: verbal, visual, and physical. Verbal includes comments about clothing, a person's body, sexual or gender-based jokes or remarks, requesting sexual favors or repeatedly asking a person out, sexual innuendos, threats, spreading rumors about a person's personal or sexual life, or foul and obscene language. Visual includes posters, drawings, pictures, screensavers, cartoons, emails, or text of a sexual nature. Physical includes assault, impeding or blocking movement, inappropriate touching such as kissing, hugging, patting, stroking, or rubbing, sexual gesturing, or even leering or staring. There are two categories of sexual harassment. The first is quid pro quo, which literally means this for that. It occurs when a boss uses job rewards such as raises or promotions or punishment such as demotions or firing to force employees into a sexual relationship or sexual act. The second is hostile environment, which is defined as conduct that unreasonably interferes with work performance or creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive work environment. For example, it may be sexual harassment if repeated sexual comments make someone so uncomfortable that their work performance suffers, or they decline professional opportunities because it will put them in contact with the harasser. In both types of harassment, employees must prove that the conduct was offensive to someone, not necessarily the intended victim of the harassment. Here is an example. Say a male employee tells a dirty joke to a female coworker. She thinks it's funny, but a second woman passing by finds it offensive. That joke could contribute to a hostile environment claim simply because someone finds it offensive. There are two conditions that determine liability for employers in cases of hostile environment sexual harassment. The employer knew or should have known about the harassment, and the employer failed to take appropriate corrective action. Having a training program as well as a clear procedure for reporting harassment claims can shield employers from expensive lawsuits. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for free video tips every month.
Alright, trainees, this is how we practice the world of work. So, before we end our discussion, let us first do a recap. The two essential things in good work ethics or standards are good work ethics and exploring the world of work. Work ethics or standards is the main key that we need to be successful in life and especially into the world of work. Thank you, Muntinlupa City Life Skills trainees! I hope you learned a lot about good work ethics and standards competency. Don't forget to like the video and follow Peso Muntinlupa page for the upcoming videos and events. See you till the next Life Skills series. Bye-bye!